I just want to say thank you guys for staying. I'm a walker, so I'm going to walk. Forgive me, camera guy. Sorry, I can't stand still because otherwise I might pass out. I had a dream a few nights ago that only 4 of you guys stayed. And I was like, oh, stink. I thrive on big crowds. Not that I wouldn't appreciate the 4 of you that stayed, but I was like, ooh, okay, let's just go grab coffee at the Starbucks, and then we'll just talk about Speaking Life. But I'm like, oh my gosh, look at how many of you stayed. I'm so happy. I love you guys. Thank you. And, oh my word, I've never heard this. I'm like, she's amazing. And I'm a little sweaty. I'm like, oh, that's a lot to follow. It was so good. And I love how nerdy she is. I'm like, yeah, so many good things. Okay, and I have to have my notes because, as you can tell, little sidebar, I was nervous about this class, and I didn't know why. I'm like, what is my deal? I can talk to thousands of people, mostly about hair color and baseball, but I can still do it. But it occurred to me today that I'm not talking about a Young Living product. So I was like, uh-oh, I'm talking to Young Living people. Oh, and I'm not talking about a business model that is really common. But you guys, it's critical. Critical. When Danette said I'm passionate, I'm hoping in the first 3 minutes you see the passion over this. When Elizabeth was sharing this, I'm like, y'all better be writing notes. Like, I feel like I want to check your notes in your phone to make sure you've got appropriate amount of slides. That information, I'm going to tell you, will change your ever-loving life. Everything I have to say tonight, I'm going to go on a limb, not because I'm so amazing. My husband thinks I am, and he will tell you, yeah, she is. Not because I'm amazing, but because you guys, this is information that is amazing, and it is life-changing. We have walked our team through this concept of conscious languaging, I don't know, like 14 months, which is like right when you joined. One of my sweet, dearest friends is here tonight. She got her starter kit on October 31st, 2016, and then she ranked to silver last September. She's like moving and grooving. But we just started implementing this whole idea of speaking life over your business and over your family and over your life. And here's the deal, guys. Here's the absolute deal. The leaders that stuck with it and did it have grown exponentially, speedy fast. Some of them have double ranked. And some of them, maybe they haven't grown in their business, but what they have grown in is their family. Their life is so much better. Leaders who haven't embraced the idea of speaking life in conscious languaging, it shows in their business and it shows in their family in really catastrophic ways. So passion is kind of an understatement when I talk about this, because I think, my word, God gave us one mouth, and we use it to destroy and tear down, and that shouldn't be. So tonight we're going to chat about that. Danette just passed around cedarwood. Guys, why cedarwood? Not Danette, I'm sorry. I'm not good with, sometimes I like start thinking about somebody else, and you know how you do? Your brain's like, no, we want to think about Danette right now. Elizabeth shared about cedarwood. Guys, in our team, in my family, my kids will tell you, cedarwood is the brain changer, game changer oil. Why? It's high in sesquiterpenes. Who has not bought cedarwood yet? I'm totally calling y'all out. Right. It's like wicked cheap. You guys, get it. It's 15 mil. It's 250 drops for like $11. Oh, P.S., you can get it with your ER points. No excuses. You best get it. It will change your brain. Speaking life, as you guys pass it around, do me a favor. Y'all, would you stand up, please? Just shake it off. I'm going to start singing. Shake it off. Breathe in your hand of your cedarwood. Guys, breathe it in. Okay, you can go ahead and sit down now. I just want y'all to wake up, because this is key. Here's the deal. You have cedarwood, but you don't even really need that as much. Though, like Elizabeth said, when you couple essential oils with speaking life, change happens, and it happens rapidly. But really, all you need to do is use your mouth. I like to do this class, and I call it Watch Your Mouth. Like my mom used to say, watch your mouth, Missy. Ooh, sorry, Mom. And it's true. You guys, let's watch our mouth as we dive in. So I want you guys to do something. I'd like you to write down, what is something in your life you want to see different? I have to use my notes because I'm a total squirrel. What are some habits that you want to see changed? I'm going to do some giveaways, so you best get to writing. No pressure. Not from me. Not at all. What's a game changer goal that you want to meet? So what's something in your life you want to see different? And it can be anything, guys. It can be finances. It can be health. It can be anything. Something with your kids. Something with your husband. Or your wife, sorry. I'm always like, because I have a husband, I don't have a wife. So I was thinking that realm. You guys, you have the power to change and transform your life with your words. Most of us don't even realize that what you guys have written down tonight is directly connected to our words and what we say every single day. The forces that we have, our mouth, within our mind, what Elizabeth talked about so incredibly, it can bring massive growth to your business, your Young Living business, but it can also change your life. Guys, it can make you kill it in the gym every day. Trust me, I know. I transformed how I physically feel because I went to this thing called Ulapalooza. Whatever, but it totally works. Totally. I've watched this with my team, you guys. Grace and ease is actually a reality in our team. It's not just a catchphrase. I see people post in our Platinum Mingle group, oh, grace and ease, grace and ease. I'm like, do you really mean that? Do you really mean that you're ranking with grace and ease? Are you looking at your problems and then going, oh, but I do it with grace and ease? Well, you just totally wiped out the grace and ease if you start with your problem. It's critical to watch our mouth in any and all situations, and tonight my intention is just to make us, I was going to say a little bit more aware. Nope. My intention is to make you a lot more aware. When I first learned about conscious languaging, I didn't know what it was called. And then I saw this amazing woman at convention, Marcella Von Harding, Miss Marcella. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's talking about, yes, like that's what it's called. But what's crazy is after a class, I'm like, I didn't want to say another word. Because everything I said was like out of lack and want and pitiful. I'm like, oh my God, it's so crazy. Life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. We as Christians, I mean, we're in Texas, like everybody here is a Christian, I think, because that's what we do. What else is there to do on Sunday? Y'all don't have a beach here. I am also from California. You do not go to church, you go to the mountains or you go to the beach. You have church there. And it really doesn't matter what your thoughts are on scriptures. Here's why. Because the principles in there, they're truth. They're time tested. They've been proven over and over and over again. Here's the deal. It's like gravity. Maybe you don't believe in gravity or you can't even explain it, but the fact remains it's a thing. When you talk about scriptures, it's a thing. There's just a way things work in the universe. Speaking life is one of them. Science has now caught up to scriptures, again, just to keep referencing Elizabeth the Great, in showing exactly how our words and thoughts affect our physical bodies. You guys, everything she said, I'm like, yes. What was that statistic? All diseases, my friends, from here, from your brain. My word. You guys, you can think yourself chubby or you can think yourself thin. There's a book called Think Yourself Thin, right? I mean, it's a thing. Our thoughts are powerful. Our thoughts have merit. Our thoughts create feelings and physical reactions in our bodies. When I taught my feelings class, and anytime I do a Facebook Live, when I try to get people, and they're like, I don't know about that. Listen, I want you guys to picture yourself standing on the edge of an airplane about ready to jump out. Some of you are like, heck no. Some of you are like, yeah, let's go. But in there, you have a physical response. I do. My hands are sweaty. I hate telling that story because I'm like, I need to think of a better one because then my hands get all sweaty. You'd have to kick me out of that plane. We can't rely on our thoughts alone, though, guys. We have to translate these into words and eventually into actions in order to manifest our ideas, our goals, and our intentions. This means that we have to be careful with our words. We have to choose to speak only those words which benefit and cultivate our highest good. That's what we call conscious languaging. Some people get super weirded out about the word conscious languaging because it sounds like, ooh, science-y, not Bible-based, blah, blah, blah. But it's just being conscious of your words. It's being conscious of your language. So if you are weirded out by it, I'm going to tell you to stop. Because here's the thing, you're just being conscious. She's trying to help me. I don't need your help, man. You're like, I'm just trying to type, and Siri can help me. Sometimes if she's British, she's a little judgmental, but okay. Oh, sorry. Oh no, now we got words. You're probably a Yankees fan too. I'm just messing. Look at baseball. Who was I talking to? I said I was going to work in baseball in this talk, and I just did it. There we go. Every word we speak is a prayer of prophecy. Guys, every word. There are hundreds of scriptures that speak about our tongue and the power of our words. Simply, we are created beings, like it or not. We're created in the image of God. With the word he spoke, and the world happened. So we're created in his image with the word he spoke. Guys, hello, every word we speak, something happens. Our words are energy. Our words have frequency. We all use oils here, yes? Show of hands. Holler at me if you're new. We probably got a starter kit someone can give you right now. I'm sure someone's got a flip kit, right? We need to be transformed by the renewing of our minds, and that starts with our thoughts, and it flows to our mouth, which flows into our actions. Reversely, our thoughts become words, and those become actions. It's a chicken and egg scenario. Which came first? I don't know, but they work both ways, right? Ephesians 4:29 says, "Let no corrupting talk come out of your mouth, but only such as good for building up as is fitting the occasion." And this is my favorite, that it may give grace to those who hear. Who's the first person that hears your words? You. You, guys. Not the person you're talking to. You. Are your words giving grace to you? Are they giving grace to the person you're saying it to? In Proverbs 12:18, the last portion of it says, "But the tongue of the wise brings healing." Healing. Guys, we just learned that our bodies can heal itself. It's always working to get back into a homeostasis situation, meaning a perfect balance. And if we're out of balance, we can literally heal each other and each other and ourselves with our words, the power of the tongue. But each day as we walk this out, we need practical tools. We need practical words. Sometimes daily, hourly, minute by minute, we need to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. We need to be conscious of the, there's that word again, conscious. I see those cute little memes on social media, "Speak life." Like, I'm a terrible singer. That's not conscious languaging. That's just straight up truth. But we see that, right? And it's like we post it. Oh, I'm going to share this. I'm going to repost it. Guys, speak life is such a catchy term, but again, it's like the grace and ease thing. Are we doing it? In the English language, I'm a homeschool mom of 5. Any other homeschoolers out there? Holla. You guys, just so you know, if you're doing a Young Living business to become platinum and diamond, you don't have to homeschool, I promise. You don't have to have a pack full of kids either. It just kind of comes with the territory. I mean, Danette, I don't know how you came out unscathed, but, like, you got those sweet kitties. But as we teach our kids different languages, and we're teaching them Latin, which, shout out to Latin, it's amazing. It makes me realize we have a lot of negative terms in our English language. It's really interesting. Let's think about it. I am hungry. I am tired. I'm not. Cancel that. We say that. The word am denotes a constant state of being. Here's a little English for you. This is free. It's in the present tense. It's an active mood. And it means we are always amming. We are constantly in the state of amming. So you wonder why your kids are eating so much because they keep saying, I am hungry. Stop saying I'm hungry. Say it weirdly like I have hunger. That makes it different. You sound like a Neanderthal, but it's better. Then you're not always in a state of hunger. You guys, how many times have you like, I am so tired. I'm always so tired. Cancel that. But you're always so tired because you say you're always so tired. I know you're probably like laughing at it, but it's so true. Stop saying that. We aren't, but our brains think it. Elizabeth just said. Our brains go to the easiest thing. Not because your brain is lazy. It has a million things to do per second. It needs you to help it out. Stop making it hard for your brain. So as we speak, remember when we say I am, we need to use that verb, that constant state of being, in something that you constantly want to be. I had Jim. I'm not a slide girl. The last time I did a class, I had to do slides, and I was like, oh, sweet Jesus, help me. Because I don't, but I like these Wordles. Y'all like Wordles? They're my fave. I have them all over my computer. But we need to speak words that are positive. So I am energetic. I am wealthy. All these things. These are all positive things. I am amazing. I am loved. I am worthy. I am valued. I'm kind of a crier at times. And when Elizabeth put the little pyramid, she probably has a cool word for what that was. I didn't write that down. Okay, good. Because I was just like, that's awesome. But you guys, when we're babies, if you've had trauma or neglect, that I am amazing is very difficult to say. And if you grew up like I did, you heard, who do you think you are? You think you're so great. I'm created in the image of God. I'm amazing. And that worthiness, remember that the two after the basic needs, if that next thing isn't met, that worthiness isn't there. If saying I am worthy is hard for you, we have oils for that. For real. Legit. Release it, guys. There's a whole kit about it. So we call these things affirmations because they affirm something to be true in our lives. Affirmations, write this down. I probably will tell you to write down a couple of things, but seriously, write this down. Affirmations help detox our thoughts, and they restructure the dynamic of our brain so that we begin to think the way we were designed. The word affirmation, here comes some Latin. If you don't know Latin, you're about to. It comes from the Latin word affirmare. It's A-F-F-I-R-M-A-R-E. And that original meaning, y'all, when I read this, I was like, stop the bus. Listen. It means to make steady or strengthen. I've had people say, affirmations are goofy. You sound like Stuart Smalley from SNL. I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. And gosh darn it, people like me. That's right, they do. There's a reason why that was funny, but because we're all like kind of uncomfortable, we really want to say, gosh darn it, people do like me. Right? But listen, to make steady and strengthen? What? When you look up the word affirmer, by the way, it sounds really cool with a French accent. That's what I looked at. I'm like, oh, no. This is why learning Latin is so valuable, guys, so that we know the root of our language, so that we know, again, we're conscious of the words we're speaking. It's critical. The word affirmation is rooted in making something steady and strengthened. So you would think as important as daily exercise is for your physical muscles, right? So we don't get atrophy or we don't become couch potatoes, that saying affirmations out loud, like a total weirdo to yourself in the mirror, and your kids are like, Mom, why are you saying that? Because I'm cool, that's why. And then you don't feel like a weirdo after you do it for a while. But it would strengthen your mental muscle. So if you don't do daily affirmations now, that's your homework. I don't know where you live, and I don't know most of you, but I can maybe find you and ask you, are you doing them? You over there in the green pants? Are you doing them? We sometimes think it sounds goofy, but if you think about it, you're strengthening your mental muscle. It's just like going for a run. I don't feel goofy run. Well, okay, I do kind of feel goofy running because I'm really tall and long. I kind of feel like Phoebe. But I love running. And so when I say my affirmation, I'm like, it's just like running. Maybe I look silly, but I don't care. My body's getting fit. Affirmations are a form of autosuggestion. And when you're practicing them daily, deliberately, and repeatedly, they reinforce those chemical pathways in the brain. You guys just learned about that. The myelin sheath, correct me if I'm wrong. This is right? Okay, I'm like, oh, I'm a little nervous. She has letters after her name. I'm just a hairdresser with 5 kids. That's all. Hey, just go like this. No. Right. We're diving in. Just what? I'm just platinum, right? I'm just an older rank. That's all. No worries. I've just been doing it longer. I totally just lost my train of thought, you guys. The myelin sheath. Thank you. Thank you for somebody's listening. Hooray. So when you say your affirmations, it grows more myelin sheath. That myelin sheath helps those neurons, the things that wire together, fire together, however we say it, it makes them go faster. Say your affirmations. It'll make your brain faster. That is a true story. They strengthen us to help us believe in the potential of an action that we desire to manifest. When we verbally affirm our dreams and ambitions, we're instantly empowered with just a deep sense of reassurance that our wishful words can actually become reality. How many of you guys have lofty business goals? Raise your hand, please. Like lofty. I mean, and if you're looking at your dream and it's like, we can do that, I'm going to tell you, brothers and sisters, it's not lofty. You need to have dreams, guys. The Bible says, my people perish without vision. We have an oil called Envision. It's awesome. It's awesome. Make them big. Don't perish because of lack of vision. Make them lofty. The thing is that helps you, doing the affirmation, setting the intention, helps your brain believe you. Affirmations are proven methods of self-improvement because of their ability to rewire our brains, much like exercise. So like when I go running, I release all those feel-good hormones, right? You guys do that. Look at him. He's a marathon endurance runner. He's amazing. He ran 1,700 miles last year. I know, right? On purpose, yeah. Nobody was chasing him. No. Just me. So just like that, guys, we release those feel-good emotions when we say, I'm worthy. I'm enough. When I do Aroma Freedom Technique sessions with people, the number one thing, like everyone will say, I want to be a Diamond Young Living. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're going to start with that, but you're going to get to I'm enough. Sure enough, that ends up being their affirmation at the end of the session. I'm enough. It's important to think about. Much like exercise, again, it releases that. It pushes our brains to form new clusters of positive thought neurons. In the sequence of thought, speech, action, affirmations play an integral role in breaking patterns of negative thought, negative speech, and then negative action. Positive thought, create positive speech, create positive actions. I have some giveaways. How many of you guys know what ULA is? Anybody? I love these bands, guys, and when I first started reading the ULA stuff, I mean, these are the first affirmations I ever did. They're kind of precious to me. That I'm healthy, fit, and strong, that's a big deal for a mom who's given birth to 5 kids. I mean, preach, right? It's tough to get healthy, fit, and strong. But when I would say it, and I have a tank top that I would wear over and over, and I would see it, guys, I'm healthy, fit, and strong. I can do push-ups and pull-ups. It was something when my trainer's like, I'm going to get you to do that. I'm like, you're so cute. I just want to shake off the cobweb. Who wrote down when I asked you guys to write it down? First person, like I'm just going to okay, you know what I'm going to ask you, right? You wrote down a fitness thing, yeah? Well, I was going to say, who wants to affirm a fitness one? What's a game changer? You had one? Okay. Pardon? You had a fitness one. Okay, so like I said, this says, I'm healthy, fit, and strong. Can you just pass that back? So I want you to have that band. And I want you guys to wear these bands as you're doing the thing. Who wrote down something about family? I saw blue striped shirt. Hey, blue shirt. Back there. Anybody watch Angela Johnson? Okay, this one's, oh my. I throw like a girl. Right, okay. This one says, I can always remember, even though I said this over and over when my kids are acting like fools, I am unconditionally loving, patient, and respectful. It's a good one, you guys. Relationships, friendships. How many of you guys had a game changer for friendships? Yes. This one is, I'm blessed with empowering, healthy relationships. Faith, anyone need to get back to being scared? Don't lie. Don't lie. You know what I'm talking about. She's like my people. All right, this one says, which I love, I am grateful, humble, and fully connected. Who feels like they need a little bit more gratitude in their life? Okay. Oh, like, I just want to give her a whole oil for saying that. Fun. I am pursuing the joys in life. Anybody need more fun in their life? Okay, in the back. Oh, Trish. Yes, I know you. Honey, would you give that to Trish? And then I have just 2 more. Ooh. I am financially free and living in abundance. Way in the back. Do you mind giving that to her? That's the finance. And saving the best for last. I am pursuing my purpose in life. Yeah. There you go. Perfect. You are welcome. Guys, wear these. Say the affirmation, and I promise you, your brain will believe you. If you guys didn't get one, just snap a picture of theirs. Works the same. And wrap the picture around your, that's a little different, but okay. We influence the world word by word. If we dictate it to our wishes, it will respond. When we utter a sound, we emit a sound wave into the universe. I'm going to get a little weird on you for a minute. Please hold. This sound wave pierces, I'm looking at Maribel. Here it comes. This sound wave pierces through the air, you guys, and it becomes a real object. A real object. It exists in our world. It's intangible and it's invisible, but it exists. There are no, I'm going to say this very slowly, empty words. There are no empty words. Did I say that enough? Everybody say it with me. There are no empty words. Words are powerful. I just made my son write 100 things about his sister today. Because It's the beauty of homeschooling. That's my 16-year-old. There's power in being a mom. Just saying. He said that she goes slow on purpose. I'm like, oh, someone does not listen to Mama about conscious languaging. 100 words, please. The reason why I said 100 is because it takes 100 positive things to wipe out one negative thing. There's power in our words, you guys. With our words we tear down, with our words we build up. Choose the better. Every syllable we speak engages in energy towards ourselves or away from us. It's either repellent or it's attractive. How many of you guys would like to attract more financial abundance, more health, abundance in health, abundance in relationships, and even a deeper abundance in your faith? Guys, it starts with your words. It starts with your words. This energy is frequency. Y'all, we know about frequency more than anybody else outside these walls. Why? Because we have this. You guys, everything has energy. Everything has frequency. This, you can raise your frequency just by going like that. Oh, look at me. Woo! Cedarwood, baby. Or you can lower it. You can raise your frequency by speaking positive, or you can lower it by speaking negatively. You choose. High frequency words, positive. Low frequency, negative. I'm going to give you guys a couple of examples that come up in our business circle way too often. I'm not good at sales. Remember, it's I am, right? I am. You lie. Because if I asked you, where's a good place to eat after here? Oh, you guys be clamoring to tell me. Because food is power, right? I mean, banquets in heaven. Life is hard. Life is hard. That is the form of E. I wish I was A, fill in your rank. How many of you guys have looked at someone who is an older rank and you're like, oh, I wish I was that rank? You don't have to raise your hand. I've done it. Oh, it'd be really cool to be RCD. Of course it would, but it's super cool to be platinum too. I got news for you. It's really cool to be silver. Yeah, Maribel? Holla. Not me. You worked hard. Or this is my favorite because I just bust out laughing. I don't have a counter face. Like, you know what I'm thinking every minute of every day. It's a blessing and a curse. But this is what people will say. Must be nice to have gotten in back then. And I'm like, you are so cute. We didn't have all the cool social media graphics or what have you. We had to put in a coupon for our diffuser. I mean, and I got news for you. I never mailed that coupon in because I had to go here to the mailbox. I'm like, that is wicked hard. I can't do that. I had to buy one full price later. That's embarrassing. Don't tell anybody, guys. In our family life, my kids are driving me crazy. Okay, I'm going to have you raise your hand. Who has said that about their kids? I mean, you guys, if you say they're driving you crazy, you're going crazy. You're going to be in a mental institution. Cancel that. If you keep saying that your kids are driving you crazy. My kids are crazy. Stop saying that. I mean it. There's too many school shootings. I mean, I'm being serious. I know I'm kind of funny and sound like Elmo, but for real. Like, stop. My husband is lazy. My husband is not lazy. Yes. Nobody who runs 1,700 miles is lazy. My wife is a nag. The teenage years are the worst. Can I just pause right there? How many of you guys have teenagers or kids between 13 and 19? Can we make a pinky swear pact to net pinky? That's right, Jolene. You got me, girl. I feel like I'm going to cry when I talk about this. I don't know why. This just makes me so passionate. Passion, there it is. Please, can we wipe out the word teenager from our vocabulary? Why? Because when I said teenager, those of you guys who don't have kids are, I know it. I see you. You can't see you, but I see you. And those of us who have that age range kids, it's like, oh, it's coming. It's coming. Nothing's coming. Nothing. They're just another year older. It's a very God-ordained state. They're meant to argue. It's a very good thing. It's very good. We want them to ask questions. We don't want to tell them what to think. We want to teach them how. It's like our businesses. Guys, we want leaders who are like Captain Question. Of course. The ones who ask the most questions will go the furthest, I promise you. So let's wipe that word out. Terrible twos, treacherous threes. Terrible, guys. I have a very wise sister-in-law. Her name is also Jenny. Probably, we have 2 Jenny Wares in our family. I had to go by Jen because there was already a Jenny. There it is. She said to me when I first had kids, she goes, every age was better and better. That helped me to not dread 2 and 3 and all that nonsense. Why do we say these things? I was a hairdresser for 100 years, frankincense. I believe it's because as I've watched our culture, as I cut people's hair day after day, we're addicted to seeing what's wrong in the world rather than what's right. Our brains, do you guys know you can be addicted to complaining? It's really twisted. We've been trained to. Look at our social media. You look at can't. Who's watching the Olympics right now? Yeah, snowboarding, bobsled, whatever. There's an Olympic commercial that's making millions, and because they know the majority that's watching wrestles with this 4-letter word, can't. You guys know the commercial? They say, let's take it, something about making it a can, but the only word you see in the commercial is can't. I mean, I get their message, but it's messed up. We look at what we can't do. We look at all the can'ts. Take that word out of your vocabulary, will you? Take a minute right now. Guys, just a second. No, maybe 30. Let's look at the time. And write down all the times that you've said I can't in the last 24 hours, even the last 5 days. I mean, just think about it. Maybe even on the way here, I can't make it in time. I can't come to that. Let's remove that permanently from our vocabulary. From now on, guys, pinky swear, here we go. Let's think of it this way, that I choose. Rather than I can't, I choose. I know you're probably like, wait, what if I can't? No. No. Meh. Wrong answer. Everything is a choice. There's 2 things you have to do in life. Die and pay taxes. And that second one? I mean, let's be real. They got to find you first, right? My husband's like, oh my gosh, I just married the shadiest woman ever. 19 years, he's still, is it? Yeah, it's been that long. All right, so say it with me. I choose. So rather than saying, I can't get my business to grow, choose to say, my business grows at a perfect pace for me. Perfect pace for me. Or I choose to grow my business in the way that suits me best. That suits me best. Guys, that is truth. If your business isn't where you envisioned it, it's choices. I promise you, if you look at your last 90 days, you'll see where the choices happened. With your family, if your kids ask to play trouble for the 1000th time at breakfast, and you genuinely have time constraints, be honest. Rather than saying, oh, honey, I can't right now. I think if we put like a sweet little decorative word, oh, honey, oh, sweetie, I can't, you know what? Your brain sees the negative. Just be honest with them and say, I choose to do this first. Give me X amount of minutes, and then I would love to. If someone is in your family is asking you to do something, but you haven't budgeted in your time, you see what I did there? You haven't budgeted in your time. Rather than saying, I can't, just say, you know what, my time hasn't allowed for that activity today. My time hasn't allowed for that activity. It's fabulous. If you are not somebody who can say no easy, just say this. My time hasn't allowed for that. It's so much nicer than no. My grandma, we called her the Velvet Bulldozer. She could tell you to go to hell and you look forward to the trip. She was like this tall. I have no idea how I got this tall. This is a true story. But it's like that. You just velvet bulldoze, right? It's so much nicer. She knew conscious languaging way back. When we say I can't, the energy of our words repel against you. It's a low-frequency word, guys. You don't want to have to keep huffing your rose because you keep saying I can't. Like, I mean, rose is great now, but come on. If you can just change it with a word, save your rose. Here's my favorite as a business leader, and I know all the business leaders are like, preach, Jen Weir. I'll try. I'll try to come to your class. Here's me. No, you just say you're not coming. Like, I am straight up honest with people now. I am not nice. I got in trouble in the hair salon for telling a client, do not come back. Don't mess. But I'm like, if you tell me you're going to try, you just told me you're not coming. Yoda was wise, guys. Do or do not. There is no try. You either do this. Try to stand up. None of you did it. You're tired. You either did or all of you didn't. So there it is. You don't try. We just do or we don't. Well, aren't you or aren't you? I'm going to try to work my Young Living business. Open it up. I'll see you in 6 months and you're like, I don't know why my business isn't growing. A 3-letter word. Our brain, you guys, here's the deal. Our brain settles back to the easiest path. If you have yet to grow your business, there's a pattern. If you haven't achieved the rank and you keep saying, I'm trying to grow my business, stop trying. Just do it. Here's how you can talk about your business. I intend to be at that class. Your brain is like, oh, we intended. We got to go. It looks for ways. My intention is to grow my business to diamond by convention. My intention is, here's what happens. My brain is like, oh, convention's coming. I best get my biscuits in gear. Better get to praying. True story. We're going to write down some affirmations. I'm going to give you guys some. And I did not know you were doing this. I'm like, oh, I still want you guys to go buy all her stuff. If you haven't bought it, like, seriously, that's a lot of information that she packaged up so beautifully. But use these statements as you get started. Write this down. I am, I have, I create, I love. Say it out loud with me. I am, I have, I create, I love. When you have affirmations, say them in the present tense positive verbs. We're telling our brains the truth in advance. I'm the ideal weight. I'm the fastest runner I know. My brain is laughing at me right now. And I'm like, shush it, brain. We're getting there. Statements are critical because as we say them, it goes to our conscious mind, right? Then it goes to our subconscious, the limbic area. Yeah, the limbic lobe. I've never heard it called the limbic lobe. That was awesome. Which is where our mind and emotions are. And then it goes into our physical body and we walk it out. So as we're thinking, subconscious, we walk it out. Avoid words like, I will, I want, I hope. These are all future tense. No, I stole this from another homeschool mom recently. We don't ask future questions in our family anymore. Well, they do. I don't listen. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what could happen. The world could fly apart right now. Your question would be a waste of words. So here's some affirmations that surround everyday life that I want you guys, it gives you an idea of what it looks like. Listen, I'm the architect of my life. I build its foundations and choose its contents. I'm brimming with energy and overflowing with joy. I'm healthy. My mind is brilliant. My soul is tranquil. I am superior to negative thoughts and low actions. A river of compassion washes away all my anger and replaces it with love. I am guided in my every step by the Spirit who leads me towards what I must know and do. If you're married, my marriage is becoming stronger. My marriage is becoming deeper. My marriage is strong. My marriage is deep. For businesses, for people who do a Young Living business, which I assume you stayed, so you should, and if you haven't considered it, I'm going to say again, you should. My business is growing. My business is expanding. My business is thriving. My business grows with grace and ease. If you don't mean it, don't say it. Don't post it on Facebook and then say something negative about your business. Really own it. Grace and ease. My business flows through me like a river. Creative ideas continually flow from me. My potential to succeed is infinite. Y'all, we have a oil called Highest Potential. That's a great one. I am courageous. My life is plentiful with prosperity. I'm amazing. I'm blessed. I'm worthy. I'm confident. I'm a powerhouse. I love that one. I'm a powerhouse. I did not always feel like a powerhouse. I'm invincible. My future is full of hope. My dreams manifest into reality before my eyes. I radiate beauty, charm, and grace. Ladies, hear me. Write that down. I radiate beauty, charm, and grace. In this season, I walk in perfect health. Holla! I say it with me. I walk in perfect health. My kids, my 5-year-old says, I walk in perfect health. My 9-year-old is like, I don't know why my belly is hurting because I walk in perfect health. And you know what? He'll be fine. Power of your words, friends. My God is for me. My path is clear before me. I create abundance in all I do. As I finish tonight, I have 3 groups I want to speak to. I've got some words for you guys specifically. For new members, you just got your kit, right? If you're considering a Young Living business, I'm going to look at you. Just do it. Because I don't know if anybody else is new here, but I know you are. Just do it. You stayed here for a reason. Nothing is by accident. Just do it. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. There's a trip to Ecuador. Super awesome. Like, super awesome. Right? Super awesome. Most folks don't jump into a Young Living business because they think they can't do it. They think they can't. You guys, the guy who broke the 4-minute mile, Roger Bannister, people said the human body can't run a mile in 4 minutes. He did it. Guess what? The next year, 8 people beat it. That's right. What if it worked for you? It's like, we're like, yes, what if it worked? For active builders, eyes on your own paper. That was my husband, my biggest fan. Eyes on your own paper. Everybody around you is doing what they know is best for them. You do you. Stop looking to the right or to the left to be the perfect Young Living leader. None of us can give you the magic bullet. Jeanette, she's brilliant. She's amazing. She sat in the back seat of my car with my kids. She doesn't know, but she did. For months as I listened. But I still have to do the business my way. Because I'm me. Each diamond in this business grew at a specific time in history. Not the perfect time. It was their time for them. To quote one of the greatest hockey coaches ever, Mr. Herb Brooks, may God rest his soul. This is your time. This is not their time. Their time has come. They've become RCDs. This is your time. You create your own abundance. There is no perfect time. You know when the perfect time for you is? Now. Not 2014 when people bought a starter kit and the next day they were RCD. Not then. Now is your time. Go get your medal. And for leaders leading younger ranks, my dear friends, we have the power of life and death in our tongues. Over our teams, your people were given to you for a specific reason. God ordained. Take that seriously. No matter what your eyes see, no matter what your leaders under you, your younger ranks are doing, you have the power to change everything that's happening with your words. Remember that. A word of kindness or a word of love or a word of frustration or tearing down. You choose. Guys, I have to tell you a story, and I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but it has to be said. As a young platinum in my team, I didn't know that you could lose rank. That wasn't something I had ever heard about before. Until somebody said to me, oh, I hope you maintain it because you made it over Black Friday. And I was like, wait, what? That's a thing? Guess who didn't maintain rank? Me. It messed with my head. It stressed me out, and it was right around the time we were learning about conscious languaging. And it took me a couple months to get back to platinum, and we're still kind of repairing some of the, when you get desperate, you do super weird things. Super weird. So we're still repairing that within our group, but I didn't know that you could speak and repel against that and use something called white angelica. I knew about white angelica, but I didn't know to go, phew, that is your stuff, sister. That is not my stuff. Leave it be. But guys, we have to be so careful. If you have people in your team that rank over, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, praise God. Cheer them on. Cheer them on, you guys. Don't speak death, please. We encourage our builders in our team to not think of maintaining. You hit a rank and you grow. You hit a rank and you grow. Perhaps you're not ready to grow to a new rank, to an older rank. You know, it's like when my kids, like my oldest, he has his license now. I wouldn't necessarily send him on a road trip to the East Coast, right? Because he wouldn't be ready for it. He has to grow into it. But I wouldn't be like, hey, you got to maintain how you drive. Like, why is this word maintain? It's super weird. You have to grow into a rank. And so you get a rank, and then you have to grow into, you got to grow up into it, right? So guys, leaders may encourage you to choose life-giving words, only life-giving words. If you have something negative to say, journal it and then burn it. Journal it and then burn it. 2 things people love more than sex or money. Thank you, Mary Kay Ash, for this. Recognition and encouragement. More than sex or money. Guys, you can make some crazy, stupid money in Young Living, right? Crazy money. But more than that, more than an RCD paycheck, people want recognition and encouragement. Easy, done. Thanks, you guys, for letting me share with you tonight. I've got a couple giveaways. Build Your Network Marketing Business with Jim Rohn. Y'all, he's amazing, right? God rest his soul. I'm not good with thinking of questions because I'm like, what did I even just say now? You know what? I'm going to call you out. Somebody tell me one thing they're going to do different. Yes. Every morning, affirmations. Love it. Your life is going to change in magnificent ways. Okay, somebody else. I got 3 of you guys. 3 more. Yes. Ooh, look at her. Love it. 100. There's an old Army saying that I can't say because it's inappropriate, but, it's one aw stink, wipes out 100 attaboys. So, yes. Oh, thank you, God. Yes. Teach your kids. Guys, I teach my kids my material, and then I talk to adults about it. And because I think, shoot, my 5-year-old can do it, y'all can do it, right? One more. Yes, back there. Yes, seriously, change the way he uses the word am. Can you pass that back? All right, guys, I want to thank Danette. Thank you so much for trusting me with your people. I am very grateful. Thanks, guys.